here we are going to discuss separating a quantity into a given ratio. And to do this, we can click this website and go to my website here, and can go to more and many lectures and ratios. And you'll be requesting access to the information. Okay. So you can click request access for all information. Here now, we are on the topic of separating a quantity into a given ratio. Okay, so here are the steps. To solve any ratio problem, simply apply 4 steps, but separating a quantity into a given ratio, there is an extra step that has to be taken into consideration. We need a starting ratio. So therefore now we need to find, if we have the total amount, we need to get the total ratio. And then we can make the label ratio the complete ratio and to cross multiply and divide. So for example, we have a total of 1,500 and we want to separate it into a ratio 4:6. Okay. Now we can create another example because there are just 3 of them. So best I create a new example. It would be wiser to do that. And let us say we've got an amount of $5,400 and the ratio you've got is 3:7. Okay, so the first step, we have the total amount already. The total amount is 5,400. So we need the total ratio. So the first step is to find the total ratio. The total ratio would be 3 plus 7. That'll give us 10. Then we can form the labeling ratio of amount to ratio. The amount we've got is 5,400. And that's the total amount. So we can call that total amount to total ratio. That's important. So total amount is 5,400 and the total ratio is 10. Okay. Now what we have now is part of a ratio. Let's say 3, and we want to find an amount for 3. So X would be the amount, and we have a part of a ratio of 3. Okay, so now we are going to apply cross multiply and divide. We've got to divide by the number diagonally away from the letter. We have to divide by 10. So X now will be equal to division by 10 of 5,400 times 3. We can easily do that in our online calculator. 5,400 times 3, that's 540 times 3. Because 5,400 times divided by 10 is 540 times 3, 1,620 we can repeat that same process, or we can just subtract 1,620 from 5,400, but just to prove our answer, we're going to get the order value. Because here now we have another ratio, we can say x1, and we can call this x2. Will be 7. So it's the same, cross multiply and divide by 3. No, divide by 10, because this will be up there. Sorry, this one will replace this one. So it's cross multiply and divide by 10. Sorry about that. So here we are going to multiply by 7 now. So it's 540 divided by 7, because 5,400 divided by 10 is 540. $3,780, and this should add up to 5,400. So that's how you separate a quantity into different parts, yes? And then we'll have total parts, total ratio. So these are parts. That's total part. You can call it total part, you can call it total ratio.